Shartimus, rhyme, reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it, taking bad hits, taking bad shit, Shartimus, subscribe,
after those pepper pots.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Shartimus Prime here doing another DCUC action figure review on the DCUC Catwoman figure from the 5-pack that came out way long ago. Very hard figure to get nowadays, and I gotta give a big thanks to James for sending this out to me. This is actually one of the very few DCUC figures that I was missing from my collection, and he just shot it over. I did a P.O. Box pickups video talking about it, and he asked for a Throwback Thursday, so hey, it's Thursday, and we're going back to this figure right over here. This was originally sculpted as a DC Superheroes figure, Catwoman, that was all black. To be honest with you, I did not have a preference over which one I wanted to get. They're both very expensive, both very hard to get, and I actually really wanted either one of them just as much. And to see that, you know, here it is right there. There's a picture of the black version of it, which looks very cool. I like this purple version because it's reminiscent to her original costume. She had a lot of purple originally back in the day and stuff, so having that is very, very cool. And she only has the one accessory. The one accessory I think she comes with is this whip over here. So let's take a closer look at this accessory. Oh my god. And then we'll take a closer look at Catwoman. So here's a close look at the whip, and it looks very well detailed. I like that a lot. I like the texturing right here, and it changes up looking very realistic. If you've ever held a whip, it really looks like this. I think they did a great job on that. So good job, Mattel. I don't really review that many DCUC figures. I get requests for that a bit, and there's not a whole lot of Batman stuff going on except for the Superman or Man of Steel 2 thing, or the, you know, the Batman versus Superman thing going on. Then here's the end of it where it's got a much smoother look, and then here's the parts that really hurt. And because Catwoman has a claw hand for her left hand, only her right hand can hold the whip, which isn't a big deal. I think that's perfectly fine. I think that's cool. So I like the head sculpt on this figure. I actually only have one little gripe about it, and that's the chin. I don't really like how the chin was sculpted, but I really like how the goggles are over her eyes. It reminds me of the Marvel Legends Sinister Six Green Goblin figure where you have the clear plastic and you can see her green eyes underneath there. That is cool. I really like that attention to detail. Her chin looks a little on the big side. I don't know, for some reason it looked a little bigger on this side over here, but yeah, there you go. And I really like how the fabric looks right here on the top of her head. Get some nice stretching that looks very natural. I think that's really cool. Yeah, natural stretching. Wow, that sounds so dirty. But anyway, here's the back of it, and you get some more wrinkles right there in the back. That looks very cool, and right there on the neck. Some seams right there. I'm a sucker for all those kind of details, man. And I really like the plastic choice for this too. It's got this nice kind of sparkle kind of thing going on. You can see the little reflective little sparkles in there. I think that's really cool. Nice silver paint applications right there on the zipper, on the little hoop towards her neck. This is a good looking figure. And look at all that texture right there on her belt. That is cool. Nice clean silver paint applications. Nice sculpt. Yeah. 4 Horsemen know what they're doing. This is an older figure, but, you know, still, man, really. And this is very nice. Yeah, not too bad. You know what I mean? Yeah, no. I really like how you can see that seam going on the inside of her arm over there. That's really cool, and it continues off into that glove. And I really like the glossy paint that they used for her gloves. I think that looks really cool. Like I said, this is kind of like a meow claw hand right there. Nice seams sculpted in there, and then they continue that with this hand too, so that looks great. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say I think her thighs could have been a little thicker, you know? I'm a half Latin man, I like the thick thighs, so I'm gonna have to say I wish they'd made that a little thicker. There's nothing they can do about it now. You know, the DCUC line is barely surviving. It's actually, you know, kind of dead anyway, but not really. We're getting that SCCC exclusive Doomsday, which I want to get a hold of, and I don't think I'm going to. I don't know. I might. We'll see. It's not the Doomsday I wanted because he has the suit, but still it looks really cool. But anyway, on to this figure. Again, nice glossy black paint. Yes, glossy black paint looks really cool, and all the seams and everything. And they're not really heels. They're kind of like boots that she has over here. Wish they had kind of made these pointy. Would have made it kind of neat, but at the same time, it would have been much more difficult to stand. And then there's the bottom of her feet, and she does have peg holes. Now, before I get into the articulation, I do want to say I did notice that her right arm does look a little shorter than the left. That's just not looking anatomically correct to me. But anyway, her head can look up just a little bit, barely much at all, and she can look down just a little bit, very little actually. And her head moves side to side, and you get a little bit of neck pivot in there. Shoulders move outward, forward, bicep swivel, single jointed elbow. and we get that forearm rotation right there. Her ab crunch does not really let her move forward too much at all, but it does let her move back, which is cool. And she has this waist swivel, and yeah, we get those gaping DCUC crotch pits right there. Look at that. I wish they had thought of something different. And then you can kick the leg forward, and then you get this above the knee swivel right there, and the knee bends as well, and we get some ankle rotation right there at the boot, and the ankles move down, up, and it feels like ankle pivot in there. Yeah, we get a tiny little bit ankle pivot. I'm going to call that an ankle pivot. Barely ankle pivot, but it is still an ankle pivot. Just a little bit of ankle pivot. Now with DCUC being a 6-inch scale toy line, Catwoman stands just over 6 inches tall. And here's our comic version Catwoman compared to our Dark Knight Rises movie and Hathaway Catwoman, and they stand at the same exact height. I am totally amazed by that. Look at that. The cat ears are right at the same level. And as much as I'd love to destroy my Batman collection and get all the Rogues Gallery out here, I will compare her to my other 2 Gotham City Sirens figures. Here we have the 2-pack Harley Quinn figure in the DC Signature Series, or DCUC Poison Ivy. I think these all look really cool. They all have weird things going on with the arms though. That seems to be a common thing happening with all the DCUC female figures I have right here. And here she is next to a standard DCUC male body mold, the classic Batman from Series 1. And seeing these classic colors next to each other, I don't know, I just think it looks really cool. And of course, here she is next to the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. So once again, James, I must say thank you, man. Thank you. I'm so glad to have this figure. I've been wanting this figure for years. I've been so mad at myself for a long time not getting that 5-pack. Just didn't seem worth it to me to get the one figure that I actually really wanted. I didn't even like that Two-Face from that pack. This figure is very, very cool though, man. Thank you so much. Anyway, I hope you guys liked my video. Please hit the like button if you did. Leave a comment and do not forget to subscribe. I'll catch you guys later. Peace. Whoop.
Display gave it a spark. Welcome to articulated comic book art.
That's crispy.
Classic 6 and